Oh, yes! Yes! Got a good show for you today. Got a damn good show. Oh, Lord, do we have a good show. Oh, Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. Oh, Lord. We got a good fucking show. Oh, Lord. We got a good fucking show. Oh, Lord. We got a good fucking show.
Running us.
All right. Let's start the show.
50% of women don't want to work for another woman.
And I suddenly...
Oh, shit. My camera is high. Son of a bitch. All right. Let's see if that does it. Push it back. No. God damn it. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Damn it. All right, let's see where this damn thing's at. All right, it's fine. Whatever. It'll be fine for the broadcast.
got struck by the number of women that could articulate the companies they wanted to work for, the type of work, and then consistently they'd say, oh, by the way, I don't want to work for another woman.
Yeah, no shit. Women are complete cunts to one another. What a shock!
So I started to track these numbers, and we got to around 80%. I asked colleagues, and they were getting similar numbers. But if you go to the literature, there's huge studies all replicating these findings. Gallup in the US has actually tracked this for 60 years, and we're still not shifting the data too much, which is really...
Yeah, because women are complete cunts to one another. Women hate each other. This whole idea of sisterhood and unity is like black unity. It doesn't exist. All right, now we're going to do this. This is basically a black woman that is trying to go to work, but gets told off by a bunch of white protesters. White, liberal, most likely proudly anti-racist protesters. What the fuck? Whatever, I don't care.
But not everybody's on the same page. Some of us see it as the trap. Others still defend.
No, you just need to accept that people are here illegally and they need to get the fuck out of my country and just, get this thing called a job.
And it.
And this is what is going to lead to the destruction of the Democrat Party. The only people that will be left voting for him are these trust fund babies and the relatives of rich CEOs while they bitch and complain about capitalism.
If you could just move off the wheel. How is this a peaceful protest if there's nothing?
And this is not a peaceful protest. This should be broken up immediately and violently. I am so sick of this thought that these fucking leftist losers think they can fucking take over the goddamn streets. You can't. We, normal people, have shit to do. I don't give a flying fuck if Paco is getting deported back to fucking Mexico.
No, it's not. How do you as white people feel about stopping a black woman from going to work?
Oh no, not work.
Yeah, says the male that doesn't have a fucking job, probably. Oh no, not work. She needs money, bro. She doesn't have a rich daddy like you.
I care so much.
So you don't care about stopping black people from going to work? Look at this line that you guys are causing. I'm not causing no problems. I'm not.
Run him over. I'm sorry. At this point, if I was president, I would literally pass a law saying you as a motorist, if you want to, you have the right to run these fuckers over. You blocked the street, you gave up your right to life. Fuck you.
We're just trying to leave.
Wow. I wanted to kick this off with something raw. You just seen a black mother trying to feed her kids, go to work. And she's being blocked by these liberal protesters who claim to care. She's working. They're playing.
She's working. She's not on welfare. She's not being a leech off the system. She's doing what she needs to do. I don't know if she's married or not. And a bunch of white fucking liberals that I guarantee you have read every fucking word that cunt Robin DiAngelo wrote. Yeah, and they're trying to... And the Democrats wonder why they're losing support. I guarantee you, this cunt's never voting Democrat again.
An activist right now. And that's the reality most of us have to live in right now. Trying to make ends meet while these elites play social justice and cosplay in the streets.
Yeah, and again, I guarantee you, these are either trust fund kids or they come from a family that has money so they don't have to work.
That's what they living through in LA currently. Who do these protests really help?
I'll defend anyone. Yes, I'm defending this black woman. She's trying to live her life. She doesn't give a damn one way or the other. Why is she inconvenienced? You can protest all you like, but it doesn't mean you get to disrupt the life of anyone else. That's bullshit. And honestly, again, if I was president, I would make a law. If you're blocking the street and a motorist runs you over, well, you just forfeited your life.
The working class or the political class?
She shouldn't have been in the street. Don't block the fucking street. You won't get run over. Sorry if I'm being a dick, Fiera, but that's the way I feel. Your cousin shouldn't have been in the street in the first place protesting whatever the fuck.
And when we call this out, they say we betrayed our own skin color because of it. Just ask CJ Pearson, yo.
So to all the liberals commenting on my videos, you're black. How can you defend what they're doing to illegal aliens in America? Maybe because I'm not an illegal alien in America. I was born in Georgia. And then you all say, oh, well, they're going to come for you next.
And what this will end up, end up as, is you're going to see increased xenophobia towards legal immigrants. Right now, we have a difference between legal and illegal. And initially, all Trump wanted to do was get the illegal criminals out of the country. Maybe if all these liberal, dickhead, Trump deranged motherfucking jackasses put their logic cap on for 1 second, hey, maybe if we help ICE, if we help the federal authorities deport the people that are selling drugs and doing other horrible shit, human trafficking and the like, maybe then the illegals that are here illegally but not doing anything criminal can maybe get looked over. But oh no, you didn't want to cooperate with ICE. You didn't want to do this. You didn't want to do that. Well, guess what? That means if you're here illegally, you're getting rounded up as well.
And send me where? My childhood home? So to all the liberals commenting on my videos, you're black. How can you defend what they're doing to illegal aliens in America?
I know, he said it exactly, man. Liberals love grouping us in with these illegal immigrants like off.
Yeah. And most black people have been here generationally. And legal immigrants are pissed off with the Democrats. They're like, wait a second. I came here legally. I went through the process. I became a citizen. Why are you defending these people that just strolled across the border?
Fight is the same. And you see CJ, he wasn't having it at all. Excuse me, he nailed it. And there's a difference between citizens who built this country and people who broke the law to enter it. Identity politics don't erase the facts. Please keep that in mind. Why do we keep pretending citizenship doesn't matter? Now let's rewind.
Because these idiots think that no human is illegal, that the world is just one big open border and anybody can live wherever they want.
To a viral clip.
Because these idiots are fucking globalists. That's why, Kingdom.
Woman clapping back at protesters, but respectfully, I don't agree with her.
This is mainly for my black people. Let me get this straight. I just want to make sure that I'm understanding correctly. So because some Latinos voted for Trump, that means that every undocumented Latino.
Well, it ain't just Latinos. It's people of all colors. It's people from everywhere. If you're here illegally, get the fuck out. I don't care if you're from Venezuela or Ghana.
Those that didn't vote, that can't vote because they're undocumented, deserve ICE?
Yes, you're here illegally. You need to get the fuck out of my country.
To bang down their door?
Yes! Just like I, a U.S. citizen, if I'm doing something illegal in my home, eventually the cops are going to break down their door. Unless, of course, the cops are chicks.
Do you hear yourselves? That logic is white supremacy in a black voice.
So, what about all the black people that want the illegals out of here? What about all the Latinos that want the illegals out of here? What about all the Asians that want the illegals out of here? And sure, the main group that's trying to protect the illegals are white motherfuckers. Yes, they're racked with white guilt syndrome, but still.
Since when did we start echoing the colonizer just because the target changed? The system has always been brutal.
White people were not the only colonizers. You're aware of this, right? Every race has been colonizers at one point, as a group. And every race has been enslaved by every other race, so go fuck yourself.
It brutalized us. It's brutalizing them. And if you think silence now makes you safe later, we can ask our ancestors how well that worked.
You can't talk to your fucking ancestors, I swear to God. I don't know what it is, but black people in particular get over this idea of, oh, the ancestors. The ancestors don't give a shit about you. They're fucking dead. That's why they're ancestors. I could give a rat's ass less what my ancestors think, thought, feel, or even if they could fucking see me. Hey, ancestors, I don't know if you're crying or cheering right now. You're fucking dead. You mean nothing to me.
Oppression isn't a game of karma.
God, this idea that I feel my ancestors. No, you fucking don't.
It's a cycle. So you either
when we're dead, we're fucking dead. That's it.
break it or become it. And to clarify, because I know somebody's going to be in my comments saying this, I'm not saying go out and protest and put yourself in harm's way. I'm specifically talking about the people who are echoing the colonizers' language of who deserves to be in America and who doesn't.
Well, bitch, I can tell by your facial structure, you've got some white in you.
Who's considered human and who's not. Even just
I'm not saying that illegal immigrants aren't human. I'm saying they're humans that have no reason to be here, have no right to be here, have no legal justification to be here, and they need to go back from whence they came. Guess what? You can come back later. Just this time, go through the front door. You can look at her face and see white features in it. Trust me, some white dude boned one of her great-great-great-great-grandmas.
just using the term illegal is dehumanizing. So again, I'm not saying...
No, it's not. They're illegal immigrants. They're illegals. That isn't dehumanizing. That's their legal status.
Need to be out there protesting and getting yourself hurt. But the very least you can do is to not echo and side with the colonizer.
This clip is going viral right now. She said siding nice is siding with colonizer. But here's the thing. Here's something I want to point out. I think she's missing the bigger picture here. She's passionate, no doubt. But ICE exists to protect citizens, especially from criminals who shouldn't be here in the first place.
And also, to the lady in this video, there's this thing called straightening agents. You'd be a lot prettier if you use them.
That's the job. That's not colonizing from where I'm sitting. That's enforcing the laws.
There are no colonizers, and every group colonized every other group. Go fuck yourself.
We all live under. I mean, do y'all agree with her? Are conservatives sliding or siding with colonizers? And or are we protecting our communities? But it's funny, man. The same people rioting now when Obama did it harder than Trump ever did.
Yeah.
Because we are a nation of immigrants. We're also...
Obama still has the fucking record for deportations, and none of you motherfuckers said a word back then.
a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable.
We all agree on the need to better secure the border and to punish employers who choose to hire illegal immigrants. We are a generous and welcoming people here in the United States, but those who enter the country illegally and those who employ them disrespect the rule of law.
Notice he called them illegals.
And they are showing disregard for those who are following the law. We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, unchecked, and circumventing the line of people who are waiting patiently, diligently, and lawfully.
Yeah, and this is the thing. I do not want the line between legal and illegal immigrant to get blurred. There is a line. The problem is the Democrats are making damn sure that we blur it.
This is not going to be a free ride. It's not going to be some instant amnesty. What's going to happen is you are going to pay a significant fine. You are going to learn English. You are going to go to the back of the line so that you don't get ahead of somebody who was in Mexico.
Believe it or not, I'm actually fine with this. I would even be more progressive than Obama. I'd say you're going to pay a fine. You're going to pay some back taxes. I need you to be at least functionally, I need you to learn, be functional in English. You don't got to be a master of the goddamn language. You just need to know enough to get by. And I may just make you a citizen right there, especially if you've been in the country for 15 and 20 to 20 years and have committed no crimes beyond a traffic ticket. And I'm serious, a DUI, I'm kicking your ass out. And you've taken no public assistance or anything like that. Then, okay, we can talk. And I wouldn't even make the fine, crippling. You know what? I may just do, what do you make a year? Okay, I take 10% of that, that's your fine. And tell you what, we'll just put it on your next year's tax returns. Or we'll bust it up over your next year's tax returns. Next, let's say, 4 years tax returns. So that's 2.5% extra in taxes you have to pay. But if you come over here and start fucking shit up, you come over here, start dealing drugs, human trafficking, all that other crap. Hell, you come here, you get a DUI. I almost said DEI. Then you're out of here. But if you come over here, you slip through the cracks, and we find out, hey, you've just been nothing but working hard and paying your bills and paying for your family, okay, we can talk. And maybe I'll let you jump the line a little bit.
City applying legally, but after you've done these things over a certain period of time, you can earn your citizenship. So that it's not something that is guaranteed or automatic. You've got to earn it, but over time, you give people an opportunity. Now, it only works, though, if you do all the pieces. I think the American people, they appreciate and believe in immigration, but they can't have a situation where you just have 500,000 people pouring over the border without any kind of mechanism to control it. So we've got to deal with that.
Obama deported more illegals than Trump. No outrage.
Yeah, Obama still has the fucking record. And once again, none of you motherfuckers said a goddamn word about that. There were no protests. There were none of this, none of that. Nobody fucking cared.
No fire in the streets. You got to ask yourself, but why? Why? Because the outrage is selective. It's not about action. It's about who's in charge when it happens.
No, it's because Trump's in office and now everybody's pissed off. And the problem is the left has gone insane since Obama. I thought Obama would be bad for the left. I didn't know how right I was. Up until 2016 when Bernie Sanders became a thing. A fucking socialist. And now, and even back then, the left was being based on purity tests. If you want to know how far the left has gone, when I first started YouTube, back in 2008, I was considered left-wing. Because I supported things like the legalization of pot nationwide. I supported gay marriage. I was fine with alternative energy sources as long as they were viable.
Happens.
But now I'm considered right-wing. I haven't changed anything. I haven't changed any position of mine. You know, I still had I said the same goddamn thing when Obama was president about illegal immigration. You know, somebody that's been here, yes, illegally, but he's been here for 30 years, okay, now we got a problem. He's got a bunch of anchor babies, okay, you know, let's say pay a fine, do this, do that, you know, yada, 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 okay, you're a citizen. Hell, fuck it, throw in 1,000 hours of community service in, whatever.
It's not justice. That's a political temper tantrum. Why were they okay with mass deportations under Obama?
I mean, I remember when I voted for Mitt Romney. He was the first Republican candidate that I voted for president, and I almost puked when I did it. Because the first one that I could vote in was Bush v. Gore. I voted for Gore because I liked Bill Clinton. The second time around, I voted for John Kerry. And the only reason I voted for Kerry was because I didn't think Bush was doing a very good job. I was not a fan of the Iraq War. I was not a fan of all the stupid new shit he was doing. You know, like you can't go to the air. Thanks to him, you can't get on a plane anymore without getting some TSA agent to shove a dildo up your ass. So I voted for Kerry. Then I voted for Obama the first time. And I thought Obama did such a shit job, I had to vote for Mitt Romney. And trust me, I almost voted for Obama because at least Obama drank beer and Romney was a goddamn Mormon. A straight-edge Mormon. But I thought Obama's job was bad enough where I was like, I couldn't give him another 4 years. I couldn't do that. So I voted for Romney. Even though I knew Romney was fucked. I knew I was throwing my vote away. Insulted, Your Honor.
But now, not so much. And when black lives are taken by illegals, actual families getting destroyed, where were the Democrats then?
Better question. Where was Black Lives Matter then?
Hey, yo, go to Kamala's page. Go to Kamala Harris's page. She is posting outrage, defending and protecting these illegals. She's outraged on what...
Fuck, I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
What's going on in California. Now go through her page and look at what she is not outraged about. Last week, 2 black women, 2 different incidents were killed by illegal aliens. Yeah.
Exactly. They wouldn't, none of the Democrats would stand for Laken Riley's mom. And look, I'm just as outraged for these black girls that got killed. It's ridiculous. And Democrats are fucking defending the goddamned perpetrators.
Yeah, Kamala got 99. 98, whatever percent of the black woman vote.
She got 92.
Yeah, wow.
Well, I hate to say this, but it's because... Oh, God. How can I put this delicately? Oh, wait, I can't, so I'll just come out and say it. Black women are fucking idiots, and they think the Democrat Party or the Republican Party is going to come and put them all back in chains or something. Or they're so dependent on the welfare state that they can't dare not vote Democrat.
And y'all don't see this. Y'all getting mad at me for putting you on. Y'all won't say fuck that bitch. Y'all say fuck me.
Dude, are you standing in a sprinkler or are you sweating like crazy, dude? Because if that's sweat, you might want to go get yourself checked out. Unless you just got done, like, working out or something.
Y'all some wild motherfuckers, yo. Y'all some wild motherfuckers, yo. The bitch straight spitting in your face, yo. Black women killed by illegals. She's posting defending illegals. You can't make this shit up. She didn't post any...
Yeah, Fiera, I'm sorry your cousin got killed, but your cousin made choices that led to them getting killed.
Anger.
I lost a cousin by the choices she made. Those were her choices.
No Democrat posted any anger towards the illegals that killed the black women. But they guarantee the black woman vote. I'm good. That's why she didn't win.
That's about the only demographic I think they have left, and I don't even know if they have that left after the LA shit. After all this shit, black women trying to go to work, feed their kids, feed their family, and they can't do it because of a bunch of white liberal dickheads, a bunch of white liberal trust fund babies are blocking the fucking road. And yes, I would make it legal for people to run motherfuckers over that block the fucking road.
That's why y'all will never win. I'm good. Y'all wild. I got 3 black daughters. I got black wife. I got black mother. I got black sisters. Yeah, I'm voting against them Democrats every goddamn time. Every fucking time.
Dude, like just my dude, this is not anything, just, I don't know, maybe it's 100 million degrees where you are, but, unless you just got done working out or something, you might want to go to a doctor because you're sweating an awful lot, my friend.
Well, we don't hear the names of Larisha Thompson. I recently learned about Camilla Williams, which was a mother of 5, it says here, killed by illegal immigrants. And then Larisha Thompson, a 40-year-old black mother from South Carolina, killed during a robbery attempt by 6 illegal immigrants.
And you have a bunch of fucking white liberal leftist jackasses wanting to keep all the illegals here. Want to have our streets taken over by Trende Aragua.
These stories should be national news. Instead, it's silence. And that's what hurts the most. Kamala was quick to cry for votes, but can't speak up when black women are dying. So, yeah, you can miss me with the Empathy Act. What does her silence say to black families who suffered? And now more and more people are saying the quiet part out loud, y'all. More and more people.
When you think about open borders and illegal immigrants crossing the borders, ultimately you're alluding to it having a detrimental effect on the black community. Is that your way of saying that you felt the left did that to us, that they just disregarded black folks?
Ever wondered what your home looks like from space? Enter your address and get a 360-degree satellite view of your home.
Stephen A., they've been giving us the middle finger since I can remember. All the way back from the Ku Klux Klan. They have never supported black people whatsoever. They hoodwinked us into getting us on food stamps and getting us with government assistance, having us to abandon our own success. We had our own bus line. We had our own schools. We had all this stuff.
Actually, up until LBJ's Great Society, the black economy was pretty much on par with the white economy. If you could, and I don't even know if there was two economies at the time. I don't know. I'm going with history, so historians say there were. So fine, fuck it. But what decimated the black community was LBJ's Great Society, a.k.a. the welfare state.
Tricked us into believing that the white man was the cure to our own issues.
Okay.
They tricked us. And then now look at us, Stephen A. They don't have to bid for our vote. They got our vote hook, line, and sinker.
Well,
so they're never going to do nothing for us. And when you look at it, they have just secured our vote, and they don't have to do nothing for us. And this is what we've created, Stephen A. We've created an environment where we don't benefit from none of it because the Democrats don't have to work because they know I already got us. The Republicans don't need to work because they can win without us.
I've been saying that.
Black women voted at 90-some% for Democrats. Stephen A., Donald Trump won in a landslide. You give it 2 more election cycles. Illegal aliens and Hispanics are going to be the majority minority. Therefore, black people can vote 100% for Democrats, and they're not going to have any leverage in the political environment. And I'll tell you this, the Democrats, look at their platform. They want women to have abortions. They don't support a marriage. They don't support God and things the way the Republicans do. What does that do to the inner city black communities or black communities in general? We're not getting married. Baby daddy, baby mama drama out of control. We have an abortion more than anybody else. Obesity is out of control.
And what's ironic is one of the most religious groups on the planet are black people. Or in America, I take the back, are black Americans.
In the black community, which is one of the biggest plagues in the black community and the leading cause of death, which is hypertension and heart disease. What has the Democrats done about it? Nothing. The Republicans with RFK is saying we need to make sure we have better foods. We need to make sure the SNAP program aren't prioritizing soda to our young people, which a lot of black people are on the SNAP program. That's the difference in policy position.
Mm-hmm. And I know some people aren't shocked by Stephen A. Smith.
All right. Oh, what the hell? I'll do a few quick videos. And I'll give you guys a choice. I will give you guys a choice, assuming she's... Oh. She's still here. I'm going to do some shorts. But what do you want? I can either go after actual Jake's video of me, or I can talk to Fiera. F-I-E-R-A. Up to you guys. You have until I get done with these shorts, I guess.
Because of your dog separation anxiety, at that point, you are not going to survive in society. And there is no budget I can make.
My therapist has come to the recommendation that I not have...
Okay, I want everyone to look at this bitch. She is dressed like a child. And not a child of like 12. She is dressed like a goddamn toddler.
A direct boss.
Girl, you're not gonna survive. Everyone.
Yeah, you're not gonna survive, and you're not hot enough to live off of a man. I mean, unless you suck great dick, you ain't getting that, sweetheart.
Everyone has a boss.
Do you?
Yes, the audience.
Uh-huh.
No, she's a 4.
Have a boss. The platform that I'm on, I have to follow the rules and regulations, or else no money. Every month it is getting more competitive to get a remote job. More people are getting laid off in tech, and everyone wants a remote job. You are competing with the top of the top of the top. In person is what gets you an income next week. We can get you an in-person job because you're not.
Job, where am I gonna put my dog?
Train your dog to not be have such separation anxiety. A dog is not a human. It's a goddamn animal.
For an in-person job. She has severe.
Or put her on the treadmill you desperately need. Wear her out. She'll just be asleep while you're at work.
Separation anxiety, and she ate through my door.
You might have to surrender the dog if you.
Or that. Because obviously you're incapable of raising it.
You cannot survive as a.
Or training it. Again, it is a dog. It is not a human. And I love dogs to goddamn pieces.
Human being, because if you're not able to survive, they're not able to survive. You can't work a job because of your dog's.
Dogs do not get anxiety.
Oh my God.
They are taught anxiety. They're descended from wolves, for Christ's sakes.
My name is Greta Thunberg and I am from Sweden. If you see this video, we have been intercepted and kidnapped in international waters by the Israeli occupation.
Well, you can't be kidnapped in international waters. International waters is no man's land, you dumb bitch.
Forces.
A group of activists, including Swedish activist there, Greta Thunberg, who you just heard from, their mission to bring aid to Gaza was stopped by the Israeli military.
They giving them food?
Israeli forces boarded their ship, while they were in international waters. That ship had been heading to break a blockade in the region where a hunger crisis is growing for.
I don't care.
It's more than 2 million people.
The real story is that there's a genocide going on in.
Oh my God. You stupid fucking cunt. If Israel wanted a genocide, they could have it in 5 minutes. Israel is a nuclear-armed state. Gaza, if they were nuclear-armed, would have committed said genocide years ago, but they can't. Israel can, but doesn't, you stupid bitch. Oh my God. This stupid fucking dumb cunt never grew up from childhood. Fucking bitch who had parents that didn't know when to slap her across the fucking face. Ugh.
In Gaza, and a systematic starvation following the siege and blockade now, which is leading to food, medicine, water that are desperately needed to get into Gaza is prevent them.
So, yeah, exactly, I'm on his side. Big fucking deal. They started a war. They're losing.
From doing so.
What kind of kidnapping y'all doing? I somebody kid.
All right. Everything else. Oh, the Fannie Willis thing. Who fucking cares? All right. I'm just going to reiterate. This is my thought. So people are beating the shit out of his truck, and they're shocked that he runs over him. What else was the driver supposed to do? Oh, and by the way, no charges for this driver. Like I said, I'm happy. Good. I hope your fucking legs are broken. I hope they're shattered. I don't give a fuck. All right, I'm going to go take a quick restroom break. When I come back, if Fiera's still here, I'll have her on.
You're muted. No one can hear you.
All right, I'm here.
That's better, I guess. I'm gonna start drinking because I.
All right. I'm doing just fine.
Would you like to reiterate your opinion on my cousin's death?
Simple. If you go into the middle of the street and attempt to block traffic, you are no longer a peaceful protest, and your life is subject to whatever the rules of the jungle are. I am very sorry you lost your cousin.
You're gonna have to let me explain a little bit more about this situation. I think you're imagining that they took over like all of the roads. It was in the middle of the night, and they had police block off traffic because they
I don't care if it's at 3 in the afternoon or 3 a.m.
And the man who ran her over had to go onto an off ramp in order to hit her.
Protesters have no right to block any road. I don't care if it's an on-ramp, offshoot, or anything like that. You have the right to peacefully protest. You don't have the right to inconvenience people.
He was not inconvenienced. He had to go into an off-ramp in order to drive backwards on the highway with the intention of killing her. That was his goal. He wasn't going anywhere. He was just trying to run them over.
So wait, you're telling me that your cousin was the only one targeted specifically in what would be considered vehicular homicide if I believed you for 1 second about what you're telling me.
You can watch it happen. Everyone watched it happen. It was a big deal when it happened. It was back during the days of the Chaz Chop.
Well, then there was no safe on-ramp, off-ramps. And you're lucky I wasn't in charge during the Chaz Chop, because I would have sent in the fucking Marines, and Chaz Chop would have been done in 15 minutes.
It didn't happen at Chaz Chop. It happened at the same time. She was one of the participants at Chaz Chop, but it was
Then I don't really fucking care. She was in the road. She was inconveniencing people. I don't fucking care.
You would excuse him breaking road laws to murder people just because they were...
One, I don't believe this ever happened. First off, I'm not calling you a liar, but I don't believe you.
Her name was Summer Taylor. You can look it up. Summer Taylor, Seattle. Go ahead. You can watch my cousin die, just like everybody else fucking did.
Oh, it wasn't a driver. It was a state patrol. And they weren't found liable.
She wasn't hit by a state trooper. What are
Well,
you
that's
talking
literally what the first thing I had when I typed in Summer Taylor, Seattle.
If you're illiterate and are unable to read, read an article.
Fiera, if you bring other people into this, then I'm out. This is over.
I didn't invite him in. He had an opinion.
I don't care. If anybody else comes in, this is over. This is between me and you. All I do is one-on-one. And if you violate that rule again, this is your warning. Violate the rule again, I'll kill this. I will kill it there and then.
Okay, well, considering that you're advocating for the murder of my cousin, it's not like I'm chomping
Well,
at the bit.
she apparently got killed by a state patrol, and he wasn't found liable. He wasn't found criminally negligent. That's literally what I got. You know what? Fuck it. There's the Google search, sweetheart.
Are you screen sharing?
Anything that's on my screen should be available to the chat.
There she is in her beautiful pink hair.
Yeah. State Patrol, not liable.
It was a Black Lives Matter protest killed on Interstate 5. The State Patrol is not found liable they had blocked off traffic. They had done their job. They were not found liable. They were not the ones who killed her. However...
Well, I don't see really anything about a criminal conviction now, do I, sweetheart?
There was one.
Who? Give me his name. It's a matter of public record.
I actually don't know the man's name. I never thought to learn it. Never wanted to.
Oh, but your dear departed cousin, you weren't at the trial. You didn't do this. You didn't do that.
No, I wasn't in the state.
Oh, okay. Well, tell you what. I am gonna... What was her name again?
Summer Taylor.
Oh, good. Seattle. Let's find out if there is any... No.
If it helps you feel any better, she was murdered by a black man.
Haven't found anything about her.
You
At
were
all.
showing me a page of a bunch of articles about Summer. It's right there. You can probably click into videos and watch it happen, and that is not a state trooper car. They were not found liable because they had done their job and blocked off the highway like they were supposed to. But he went on an off-ramp, and they didn't block off the off-ramp. because nobody thought that somebody was going to be crazy enough to drive up the off-ramp just to drive through a protest. It was a wrongful death. It was a ridiculous death.
Except you don't have the right to protest in the fucking streets. I don't care if they blocked it off or not.
The police were there to protect them.
I don't care. You don't have the right to block the streets. You don't have the right to block the streets off. This is why I hate parades.
Parade. Do people deserve to drive through parades?
Yes. If you've ever had a job where you had to drive a lot, you hate parades real fucking quick.
Do you have to drive a lot for your job?
Yes, I actually do. And I hate parades because it makes me drive 30 minutes out of my damn way because some jackoffs had to have a parade in celebration of who gives a fuck.
Aren't you just a cheery person? Have you ever been to a parade for fun, or do they only ever get in
No,
your way?
parades are fucking dumb. Even as a kid, I thought parades were stupid. Now, you're right. This guy named DeWitt, Kettle, or however the fuck you say his name. Yes, he did plead guilty to vehicular homicide. It was up to me, he wouldn't have. You don't have the right to take over the street for a protest. I don't care.
What would you find him guilty of? Because
nothing.
Broke several laws.
I don't care. You do not have the right to take over a street for your protest.
This is a thoughtless argument on your part. You're not paying attention. You don't care about the police. You don't care about the off-ramp. You don't care about the murder part.
I do not. No, you do under no circumstances. No. My argument is based on you do not have the right to take over the street in any and all circumstances. The street is for cars and cars alone.
Blocked it off for them.
I do not care if they did that. Then they shouldn't have done that in the first place. If it was up to me, police would not have the right to block off a street.
He broke several laws. Are all of those supposed to be excused?
Look, right now the laws in the books are what they are, but I'm telling you what I would do. The only things allowed on the street are cars and motorcycles and trucks. That's it.
Apparently, murders are okay so long as they take place in the street. He broke several laws. Should he be found guilty of the law?
Okay, then please explain to me Reggie Jackson, who did break for protesters and got permanent brain damage because of it.
I have no idea anything.
That was during the Rodney King riots.
Okay.
Yeah, they smashed a brick over his fucking head.
This man, before the murder of my cousin, had to break several traffic laws. Should he be found guilty of those traffic laws, or should he be excused of his crimes because he murdered someone in a protest?
Look, do you want me to go with the laws right now? Right now, yes, he is going to be found guilty. However, I don't think he should be. The road is for cars, motorcycles, and trucks. Anything else, go fuck yourself. Oh, bicycles can go fuck themselves too. You took your life in your hand the second you went on the road.
Shit. Are there any kind of lawful protests?
Yeah, the ones that don't inconvenience people. You can protest all you like, but you do not get to inconvenience another person. And by the way, this goes for protests that I agree with.
So, this is like, pardon me, the ultimate golden rule, you don't get to
You are allowed to peacefully protest. You are not allowed to inconvenience people. You're not allowed to put you are not allowed to put people on a detour.
3 goddamn minutes, you fucking parade goers. You all deserve to get run over with a car. That's what your argument is right now.
The parade shouldn't exist! Parades are stupid! You do not get to detour people because of your stupid fucking parade, your stupid fucking protest, or any of that other bullshit. That should be banished. And in my America, it would be.
I cannot take you seriously. This is honestly excessively advocating for murder because you get inconvenienced.
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
If you must.
Just Stop Oil caused a patient suffering ultra-aggressive cancer to miss her appointment. Because they have a socialized Medicare system, she will have to wait another month for her fucking next appointment, which means she's probably fucked. They blocked pregnant women giving birth from getting to the hospitals. Do you support this?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. You're out of your fucking mind.
If what they're protesting
and this is why Donald Trump won the fucking popular vote.
Okay. Notice how my head shakes no when I say okay.
Well, he won the popular vote. You know how to read numbers, correct?
I do know how to read numbers. Thank you. Glad I can brag about that one.
Fiera, I'm sorry, but your protest doesn't give you the right to block the street. It doesn't give you the right to inconvenience people. It doesn't give you the right to affect anyone, because most of us don't give a flying fuck one way or the other about whatever in the flying fuck you're protesting or marching for.
Does that give people the right to kill other people?
If they're blocking people, especially if it's an unlawful protest, then yes.
You would never get into any position of authority with that kind of opinion, and that is a relief.
Oh, well, honestly, considering the way Americans feel about the current riots going on, yes, it would.
Riot! Do it! I double doggy dare ya. Go out there with your honest opinions and do it, Dave. Get into a position of authority.
Okay.
All right, I look forward to those results. That's going to be fantastic. And I believe that you will be 100% honest with me about the results of this experiment.
Yeah, well, if it ain't me, it's going to be somebody else. The American people are sick of this stupid shit. They're sick of their streets being taken over. They're sick of not being able to go. They're sick of not being able to go to work because a bunch of fucking man bun leftist jerk off soy boy assholes formed a human chain. And because some reason we taught empathy, they don't want to run them over. Me, run them the fuck over. They forfeited they forfeited their rights to safety the second they formed a human chain in the middle of the street.
Here, what's going on?
Same thing with the fucking goddamn save the fucking tree faggots. Yeah, you forfeited your right to safety the second you chained yourself to a tree. If the tree falls on you, fuck you. If you get hurt by the chainsaw, fuck you.
Can you do me a favor and just scream "fuck trees"?
Fuck trees.
Yes. Thank you very much. That's going to be a fun one. We can mix that in with the fuck bicycles and fuck buses. It's going to be great. I fucking, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm absolutely brain fried. Let me drink a little bit more of this.
What is that, a Bud Light?
No. This is a Two Towns hard cider, the Cosmic Explorer Original.
Okay.
It's like $5-6 a beer. Shit's expensive, but it's the only shit I'll drink. Holy shit. Why should anyone care about your opinion on any of these subjects, Dave? Can you advocate for yourself as a content creator?
Those who watch my program either agree with me or disagree with me. I'm not going to advocate for myself. I come on here and I say my opinions, and that's that.
Is your opinion worth listening to?
That's determined by the audience, sweetheart.
Okay, well, right now I am your audience. Should I be listening to your opinion?
Well, if you don't want to, the end call button is always right there. But
true. Last time I hit that, though, you did decide to wait around for me because you like talking to me, Dave. You can't lie. Even if we're fighting, it's fun.
I don't mind talking to you, sweetheart. But if you never talk to me again, I wouldn't cry about it.
I don't think you would cry about it either. No, but I know that you do like talking to me. What rights should women have?
All the rights they currently have, except for possibly the 19th.
I'm going to need you to not tell me numbers. I just want words.
All the rights they currently have, except the 19th Amendment to the Constitution. Maybe.
Still not. Okay, so I'm guessing voting. I don't have them all memorized, Dave.
For God's sake. Yes, the right to vote.
Okay. So every single right that we already have, we should get to keep, except for dictating who runs our country. Why don't we get to have a say in that?
Because generally women are idiots when it comes to that, and they vote on emotions, not logic. And two, one of the most precious issues to women, or at least liberal women, is abortion. And that ain't a fucking right.
Do I have the right to abortion right now?
No. You never did.
I've never had the right to an abortion.
No. Please tell me where it was spelled out in the Constitution that you have a right to an abortion.
I don't know. I suppose
it
might
wasn't.
Not.
It was a Supreme Court case. It was a Supreme Court case, Roe v. Wade. Then it got overturned and returned the matter to the states. Now, should it be a constitutional amendment? I don't know. My own personal opinion is I do agree with abortion. It is a necessary evil. I agree with it up to 20 weeks.
So should women have the right to an abortion up to 20 weeks?
In my personal opinion, yes.
Good. Okay, so that is a right that is missing, but we should gain because it's important health care.
It's not health care. It's just a necessary evil.
You got me with that one. What?
Because no conservative state is arguing against removing an ectopic pregnancy.
Removing an ectopic pregnancy is health care.
That would be health care. Deciding you don't want another child is not. That's an elective procedure. It's like saying you getting, let's say, a facelift or a boob job. That isn't necessary surgery either. That's elective. Or me getting a dick lengthening procedure.
So there's like cosmetic procedures, and you would file abortions under cosmetic procedures?
Unless there's something fucked up with a presidency or a pregnancy, yes, I would.
This is all very shuffled. So should women have the right to an abortion?
Yes.
Yes, we should.
Up to about 20 weeks.
Okay, even if there's still problems with the pregnancy, though.
No, if the pregnancy after 20 weeks is gonna cause, because at 20 weeks the fetus cannot survive outside the mother, but this is where we get into where the brain goes online, and that's where I believe human life begins.
Okay.
But if there is something in, let's say, the 23rd week, and the pregnancy goes bad and the fetus is killing the mother, then no, we have to get the fetus the fuck out of there. And yeah,
Okay.
I know I'm going to kill it, but fuck it.
I think that is one of the things that is being challenged, though, our ability to get them for health reasons. You and I can disagree on whether or not a general abortion is a cosmetic procedure.
I have yet to see the case where the state is going to let the mother die as well.
Are there cases, chat? Can you guys provide us with any cases? I bet you know.
If
Chat's
there is, then I'll be against them. But again, that's probably a state I don't live in. Now, let me flip it on you. Do you agree with Colorado's abortion law? Which is Colorado allows a woman literally the day before she gives birth. So she's going to give birth on, let's say, April 5th. On April 4th, she can get an abortion. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. Because
then you are insane.
Are you imagining that a woman is just going up until the day before her birth?
But don't you think there should be a cutoff point? Don't you think there should be a cutoff point? Like once the fetus is viable, don't you think we should try to? Don't you think once the fetus is viable, we should try to save both of them?
Sure, unless, of course, the woman knows that she cannot provide a good life for this baby, or maybe she has been educated.
Well, then why didn't she get the abortion months ago? Women know they're pregnant for a while.
Yeah, women have to be pregnant for a while. They have to dedicate a lot of time and energy to making a baby, so they're not going to be aborting it at the last minute just for funsies.
I don't think they should be allowed to at all. I've given you 20 weeks. That's more than generous. Or is it just because you, like most women, are allergic to accountability?
I think that life becomes a lot more complicated, and we want to be responsible for our children. And if we know that we can't provide a good life for our children because something bad has happened, that we should have the right to not bring a child into
did you really need 1 week before your fucking birth? Before the fucking final week?
A pretty easy example of what if the dad died abruptly and now she's like bankrupt and has no income and cannot care for this baby at all. And it happened just a couple weeks.
She can't give it up for adoption. There's no inheritance, there's no anything, like there's nothing.
I mean, you have to pay for life insurance policies, and not everybody has the privilege to be able to afford something like that, or maybe you just
Jesus Christ, every fucking job I've had life insurance through my employer.
Very lucky for you, and very fortunate that you haven't had to deal with jobs that don't do that, because that's more common than jobs that do, as far as I'm aware.
And also, a friend of mine didn't have that, and like life insurance was like $8 a month.
Oh, Joselie Barnica. We got QT called out a lady's name, and it seems like this is a situation where the state chose the baby, not the woman, and let the woman die, is my guess.
Well, I've never heard of that. But tell you what, if they chose the baby, then that's wrong. Choose the woman. I got no problem saying that. Again, I never heard of this. I don't believe the source for 1 second.
Okay. Well, you have the power to look it up on your own. You're straight, right, Dave?
Yeah, why?
So, what do you have to offer women that might attract them to you?
Don't know. Don't care.
I'm pretty sure that one's on the dingo. Did we just get a dingo? Nice. Okay.
I could care less what that useless piece of shit cuck Jay puts on his dingo.
I'm more just excited for me, honestly. Though I always bet ding no, I bet against my own interests because money. So you don't care or don't know what it is that you would offer women that might attract them to you? Do you want a relationship?
Who are you to say I'm not in one?
Well, last time I checked, you weren't. I suppose it's possible you started one, but I think you'd brag about it. You seem like the braggy type.
I tried desperately to keep my personal life and this life separate.
Telling us her name is one thing, but telling us that you're in a relationship is another. I'm pretty sure you know about it.
Sweetheart, I've been on this platform, and it only took me a job in between before I finally admitted I worked at a grocery store. After that place had been shut down for 10 years.
And we have pictures of that place, too. What is it called? The Rainbow?
Yeah. Shut down 10 years ago. Actually, 11 now.
Oh, it's shut down? Is that why you stopped working there?
Pretty much.
Hi, Oscar. Okay. That's fun. You will not lick the box because you find it to be fairly gross, yes?
How many beers have I had?
How many beers do you need?
Enough.
Enough. But will you lick ass?
Oh, fuck no.
Fresh out of the shower, squeaky clean, smelling like soap.
Nah, do you know what lies behind that about a half an inch?
All the tubes that you cannot scrub, or at least should not be scrubbing. Don't scrub inside of your
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Do you let your man go anal?
Yeah, sure.
So he does?
I mean, occasionally, maybe, yeah, if we're in the
So
mood.
he's fine with his dick swimming in shit.
I mean, the shower is like 5 feet from our bed. So
Like,
what's the problem?
do you do an enema before you do it, or what are we dealing with here?
Very funny. Yeah, no, I understand. There is a bit of a squeamishness in there. If you can't handle it, then it's not for you.
Well, you do you, but
I mean, is it really that much different than all the stuff that goes on inside of a vagina? I mean, that's a whole petri dish on its own. Do vaginas just gross you out?
Well, one, we're not sticking our dicks in your piss hole.
No, I'm talking about like the inside of the vagina, and then there's like the cervix, and then inside the uterus, and then the fallopian tubes, and the
Okay,
egg
let me
sac.
ask you a question.
Like the whole
Would
system.
you suck a dick dead sober?
Would I suck a dick that's what?
Would you suck a dick and you're dead sober?
Yes, I do that all the time.
Okay, then me and you are just very different people.
Yeah, I like a good dick. You know, I think dick is good. Yeah.
Would you swallow dead sober?
Ooh, you know, that's icky.
Now okay, now we're on the same level. I won't eat a cunt dead sober, but I will if I've had a few. You won't swallow, but you consider it if at least you have a few.
I mean, honestly, no. Conrad says both hands up over the desk right now, Dave. Show us your hands. I'm dead.
Fuck. Were we supposed to be fighting this entire time?
No, I started drinking, and we can have conversations because, you know, fuck you, but also it's nice to talk to you. Oh, I'm supposed to deliver a message.
Nice to see you too, bitch.
Yeah, as always, a pleasant chat. These are my regular therapy sessions. But
Oh, son of a bitch! I should be charging like $100 a session then, if I'm your therapist.
I said these are therapy sessions, not that you're the therapist. It's a little different. Jake agrees with you about something, and he would like very much to talk to you about this. It's some kind of olive branch that he can offer you because he agrees very deeply with you on a subject.
Well, it's probably not going to happen, but what's the subject?
Not for me to reveal. You got to talk to him about it if you want to know what it is that he agrees with you about.
Then I don't care.
Okie dokie. That's your prerogative. Oh, my beer's empty. And my coffee's empty too. All I have left is my bone.
All right, well, if your beverages are empty, we can just end this right now.
Well, here, let me ask you another question. I don't have many more, and most of them aren't important. But what problems does feminism create?
Tell you what, that answer is too complex to get into this video. I'll just give you one. The idea that men and women are equal. We're not.
Sorry. Conrad challenged me to a bigger bong rip. That was dumb. Did it.
But that's the long and the short of it. It insists that men and women are equal, and we're not.
Okay. We're not equal. I agree with you there. But I think for different reasons, you think that men are far superior.
Actually, no. Men are superior in certain situations. Women are far superior in other situations.
What? Name me anything that you think women are superior at that doesn't belittle us.
Tell you what, I actually, believe it or not, I am actually in favor of women being on the police force.
Fascinating.
And the reason is, and this will shock you, is because women have the ability, God damn it, women have the ability to, police get to a bar, right? And there's some drunk, belligerent dickhead, God damn it, hold on.
I'll hold.
I have to
hold
get
the
these
bomb.
wires out here.
Never mind.
And there's some belligerent dickhead, and he's causing problems, and blah, blah, blah. The police are like, son of a bitch, how are we gonna get him out? The male cops will have to use force. But a female cop, she can talk him out of there. Because it's like their mom or some chick or something, you know. So they have the ability to talk men down. Men don't have that ability.
It
I
sounds
don't
like
think.
you would like for our police force to be partnered up with people who are good at mental health type things.
No, I'm saying just talk him down and then we can throw his ass in jail.
So you think that all men have a soft spot and that soft spot is woman?
Generally, I would say men are more receptive to being talked down. You know, they're more receptive to a female sport, a female voice, especially if they're in an agitated state.
So you're in favor of honeypots?
I don't even know what the hell that is, but...
That explains a lot. Dave, I am a honeypot.
You talk to men who are pissed off and trashing a bar?
Isn't that what you are? Aren't you a pissed off drunk man trashing the social bar that is YouTube?
No.
Okay.
Okay, well, then if that's what you think you are, let me tell you what you actually are.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you are to me. You are somebody that I talk to. You're somebody that I enjoy talking to you. But if we never talk again, I don't fucking care. And the fact that you just admitted that you think you're a honeypot, and the only reason you're talking to me is to just calm me down, guess what? This conversation's over, and you are banned.
Bye, Dave.
Yeah, I can talk.